Well, hello. This is Blues with SaturnBluesGaming. And hey, I'm back for another Yap session. It's been 2 weeks since the last one, and that's because I couldn't speak. I lost my voice. It was bad. It was bad. But now that I'm back, I feel like this music is too pumped up for what is supposed to be a chill stream. But you know what? I'll rock with it. So, how's everyone doing? Everyone doing good? That's good. So, I kind of wanted to talk about a few things. I think the first thing is VTubers. Now, I don't want anyone to listen to this and go, "Oh, here we go. He's a guy that hates VTubing." No, I don't. Actually, VTubing is crazy to me, but not crazy in the sense of like, oh, how could they do that? I can't fucking believe it. These fucking weebs. No, none of that. VTubing is amazing to me because as a wrestling fan, I'm huge into kayfabe. And if you don't know what kayfabe is, it's basically like, oh god, how would I explain kayfabe? Like, basically, oh my goodness, I don't know how to explain kayfabe. I had it in my head, and then I lost how to actually explain it. But basically, in professional wrestling, kayfabe is the fact or convention of presenting stage performances as genuine or authentic. So like once, the wrestlers get on stage, their world, whether it's in AEW, WWE, TNA, Stardom, what have you, that's the world, basically. And I feel like VTubers live by that kayfabe too. Like you can be a whole ass gremlin like Gigi, Murin, the moment the screen turns on, and then after it, then she's probably just like calm and not gremlin. Or you could be completely unhinged as Bao, but then be completely normal, off of the screen. And it's weird too because I don't think a lot of VTubers live by kayfabe. I think they live like I think a lot of them can be genuine, but also I think it's a mix of both. It's really, really interesting to me. Like I wish I could explain it, but it feels like it's a mix of kayfabe and genuine. And when it comes to wrestling and you kind of get a mix of that, it makes the product even better. So I think VTubers live in both. They live by being genuine, but they also live in the world of kayfabe. And it's amazing to me. One thing I will say though, when it comes to being a VTuber, is this so much? How can I explain this? So I'm a writer. I write normal books. I write fan fiction. I do both. And I always thought, like, I feel like, and because I write so much fan fiction, I've been through a lot of fandoms, just all over the place. And what shocks me is, the VTuber agencies like Hololive or Niji Sanji, they all, or V Shoujo, they have in AO3 alone, they have so many entries in there. And add on to that, and then add on to like the shipping culture of it all, that the VTubers go through, I don't know if it's something people should be able to do, if that makes sense. Like it's weird because like people condemn like IRL shipping, and it's understandable because IRL shipping is weird to me. But at the same time, because VTubers work on a realm of being both genuine and in kayfabe, would shipping VTubers be like and write fan fiction or fan art or the forbidden text? Would that count as IRL shipping or not? And it's such a weird. It like kind of blurs the line, you know, between it all, and I don't know how to take, because for example, in my research of VTubers, like I can name a whole bunch that I watched right off the bat. Cecilia Emma Green, Crony, Gigi. Oh, actually, I have to say, Crony was the very first VTuber I ever watched. She was doing Frostpunk, and I just like immediately I was like, oh no, this is actually pretty cool. So you have Crony, you have Gigi, you have Bao, you have Cecilia Emma Green, and I feel like my list of VTubers that I watch are growing every day. Oh yeah, and the Bao Baos, Full Moko, you know, or Aokun. And that's just the few. Or, oh, there's also Michi and Matara and Heavenly. You know, gotta rep out Heavenly. And I feel like I'm missing a few, but I've really gotten into watching a lot of VTubers and like kind of seeing how they interact. And a lot of the like banter and stuff that they go through. Oh, Narissa Ravencroft, another one. And like, see, they just keep popping up out of my head. Oh, Pecora, there's another VTuber that I watch. So there's too many. But the main purpose of kind of my conversation is shipping VTubers, is it IRL shipping or not? Because I don't understand. You know, and I get why people do it. I get why, you know, the fan arts and the fan fiction, stuff like that exist. Because like when you're watching them and you're seeing like, you know, the chemistry, like Gigi and Cecilia cracking me up constantly. Like they have fucking they have portmanteau. I hope I said that right. They have, you know, portmanteau shipping names. It's astounding to me. And I'm like, I guess I'm just trying to understand, is it wrong to ship VTubers, or because they live in the world of kayfabe, is it something that is feasible to do? Like, I know this is a weird conversation to be had. Like, I had so much other stuff I wanted to yap about, but this one just kind of spurred to mind because I was watching, you know, a thing. But the bigger point, outside of is shipping VTubers IRL shipping or not, the other thing I wanted to mention is when it comes to VTubers, a lot of people don't like them because they don't understand how they are. For me, watching Crony for the first time, I immediately understood what it was. All it is just like watching a normal streamer. Only difference is you have a VTuber, like you have a virtual avatar, you know, to be your face and give the reactions people want and stuff like that. And it's funny to me because I would think being a VTuber should be normalized. Because this way people, like, you can only hear their voice, but you won't, you know, get to see their face. There's no like risk of being, you know, doxxed or like searched for through like the eyes of like that one unfortunate K-pop star who was doxxed because some crazy fan managed to recognize their where she lived by looking to her eyeball reflection. It's like VTubers have a layer of protection. And of course they could still get doxxed, or people could bring up their, you know, forbidden knowledge. You know, like, for example, I got hit with forbidden knowledge about Nerissa Ravencroft that both shocked me, as I was actually a huge fan of them in their previous life. I'm not giving out the info here, but I do know that I still listen to their stuff very often. But like, even though they still have that, like, that layer of protection, it doesn't, like, if people are like know their voice, then they could get doxxed in a different way. But yeah, VTubing is interesting to me, and it's fascinating. Like, low key, I always kind of thought of, when I first wanted to get into YouTube, I was like, as much as I don't like my voice, it's very distinctive. Like, I don't think I'm the only person in the world that has my voice. So if people know my history of being a customer service rep, I probably helped you, like, I probably helped people, you know? So you may listen to this and be like, oh, wait a minute, I've heard his voice before, because it's very distinctive, it's very unique to me. Even though I don't like it, it's very, you know, unique to me. And when I started YouTube, before I kind of decided, you know what, I'm just gonna be faceless, I don't like putting my face out there, I actually thought about doing VTubing. Like, I even downloaded Vroid, which was free on Steam, and I actually started to create a VTuber. But then I decided it didn't look like how I want my avatar to look. Like, once I start doing all of that, you know, why am I losing my words? Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is, I actually wanted, and I still want to, become a VTuber. Because that way I can have the protection of, you know, no one not seeing my face, but still give like the reactions and stuff like that that people want to see. Like, people want to connect, you know? Like, it's hard to connect with like someone that doesn't show their face. It's hard to connect with that. But there's a lot of money that goes into VTubing, I find. Like, even if I wanted to become a PNG tuber, there's a lot of money that goes into it. I would have to find an artist. I would have to find someone to do the rigging. Like, I would think finding an artist to do the PNG stuff, that's probably gonna run me like at least 200 at minimum. Like, the rigging itself, I heard, is about 1,000. From like the research I've done, and it's like I could learn to do it myself, but I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be so real. I don't think I have the mental ability to learn how to rig a VTuber. I can barely create one on Vroid. What makes you think that I can learn how to rig? Like, I'm already halfway through my life expectancy. That's awful to say, I'm gonna knock on wood. But the point is, there's so much that goes into VTubing. Oh, another one, Doki Bird. I watch a lot of Doki Bird. Too many VTubers. But all in all, I think VTubing is fascinating. And it's something I really want to do. And I hope at some point, you know, if the channel pops off and stuff like that, I can become a VTuber. Like, because not even, like, talking about, like, let's take out all of the cool VTubing stuff I just mentioned. The one thing I want to express is, as a black, you know, as a black person on the internet, I want to be like an open and safe space for everyone. Like I said it in my introduction, my goals for what I want my channel to be. So I want to become a black VTuber because I don't see many of them. I know there's Heavenly, and her name is escaping me, but I follow her to too many VTubers. But I want to be a black VTuber specifically, you know? Now my question is, what type of VTuber would I want to be? You know, would I want to just stick to like my normal, you know, gender as a guy? Or do I go with how I play my games, like Mass Effect or Baldur's Gate or any like create a character game? Do I want to do, you know, my gender VTuber, or do I want to do a female VTuber model? I don't know. You know, I mean, I could be. I feel like if I'm gonna do one, I'm gonna do the best of both worlds. You know, be like a non-binary, have a non-binary model. You know, I know the voice doesn't, you know, convey it, but I feel like that's closer to where I would want to be. Which probably says a lot about me, truthfully. But man, there was so much more I wanted to talk about, but I feel like I've yapped far too much about VTubers and how, and the various little things about, you know, VTubers that I've gone into. So, I think, no, wait, another thing. If I were to become a VTuber, what type of VTuber would I want to be? Would I want to be like a comfort VTuber that plays like cozy games like I do now with, you know, Coffee Talk or some of the other games I have planning in the works? Do I want to do, you know, a shooter? Because like I said, I've been big into Overwatch. Overwatch is one of my favorite shooters. Because I've tried, you know, Marvel Rivals, I've tried Valorant, I've tried Call of Duty, I've tried, you know, so many. But as much as Overwatch has changed, it's still the only shooter that I can sit there and play hours on. That's kind of how I feel about it. Like, do I want to become a Overwatch VTuber? Or a fanfic VTuber? Like, cause like I said, I have an AO3 account. You know, like I write fan fiction constantly. You know, or do I just want to be like a regular, you know, book VTuber? I don't know. You know, or maybe I want to prowl the streets as a social media VTuber that reviews social media sites. Like, I mean, honestly, I can do that right now. Watch this. X, 0 out of 10 stars. Facebook, 0 out of 10 stars. Blue Sky needs to be a little uptaken, but like I would give it like a, right now I would say 7.5 out of 10 stars. Instagram, I was barely on it. I don't have a thing for that. What else? What other social? TikTok. That one actually kind of wave and flowed. If I go by my first reaction, 0 out of 10 stars. When I joined up with it, 7 out of 10 stars. TikTok currently, because something feels off with it, I put it down at 4 out of 10 stars. One of the other new social media websites I've been on, which is Neighborhood, and that's N as in Nancy, E as in elephant, B as in boy, B as in boy, A as in alpha, and then H as in Henry, O as in October, D as in dog. Neighborhood, that's a new one that I've been on, and I really like it so far. Like it's a very positive place. It's like it just got started a little while ago. It already has like quite a few members. I've been posting on there regularly. It's actually pretty cool because there's no like algorithm, there's no politics or anything like that on there. It's literally just like a third party, like it's kind of like a third space. Like, you know how you have like home, work, you know, or school work, depending on where you are. You always have to have that third public space, like a mall or a library or a movie theater or something like that. I feel like neighborhood is like that third space that the internet needs because everything's so like torn apart, you know? And social media isn't as fun as it, you know, it's not as fun as it used to be. And I came from the Wild West. Like, I was there, you know, on Reddit, which I would also give like a 7 out of 10 stars. I was in the trenches. Okay, I know about the poop knife. I know about double dick dude. I know about broken arms. I know the famous and infamous, you know, Reddit posting histories and stuff like that. Like back then it was fun, but it was wild. But outside of that, neighborhood feels like kind of like a return to form of that, because there's no like algorithm, there's no like selling, you know, your stuff to like your third parties or anything like that. It's literally just a safe third space for people who are tired of, you know, the politics and stuff to just hang out. And that's how, you know, I feel. And if you want to check it out or check out my page, I'll have all of my socials in the description. Cause yeah, it's a small little, you know, thing, but it's growing every day, and it'll be cool to have more, you know, people check it out. I guess I don't have to be a VTuber social media. I just cleared through all the main ones right then and there. Oh, I didn't mention Threads. But I don't know what I would want to be if I wanted to be a VTuber. Like, I already know what my avatar is going to be. I mean, I practically have it, you know, as my YouTube avatar right now. But outside of that, I think I've yapped enough about VTubing and kind of like what I would do and things like that. I just hope I get big enough to where, you know, people would want to do that. But hey, that's all from me, and that's all for Rank Up Blues versus Yap. I'm gonna try to make this I've been trying to make it a weekly thing. There is no, I need to end it here. Okay, this has been Rank Up Blues versus Yap. I see you all next time. Take care, and thanks for allowing me to be, you know, the yapper I've always wanted to be. Be sure to like, comment, and to subscribe and all that, and take care. Bye.